Hey beauties, it's Olivia Grace and I'm back with another video for you guys. This video we're talking about the bridge of events, how manifestations unfold, and all that good stuff. I'm going to have some stories to show you guys how you cannot guess the bridge of events. You cannot know exactly how things are going to unfold. You do not need to know how things are going to unfold. All you need to know is that they are going to unfold, and that's it, okay? So I'm Olivia Grace. I'm a manifestation coach. I help women break through their glass ceiling to achieve their next level in life, love, and or business. And if you would like my help with coaching, there will be links in the description for you to apply for coaching with me. And there will also be links for you to join my Facebook group, and more of you guys have been joining my group, and I'm so excited to have you guys. I'd love to have all of you guys in there and to actually talk with you all and all that good stuff. So those links will be in the description. And also like the video, subscribe, of course, try and watch the end. I know our attention span is like this big, y'all, mine too, but try and get to the end, okay? And hear all these great stories so you can really confirm how you don't need to know how your manifestation is going to come, okay? Let's see. I'll start with the most miraculous story first. And this was how I actually learned about the state akin to sleep technique, okay? So a man had his daughter. His daughter was sick. She had appendicitis and she was dying from it, right? She's in the hospital and he uses the state akin to sleep, which there is a video. I'll also link that video as well in the description for you to watch to figure out what that technique is. But he used this technique to heal his daughter, to manifest a miraculous healing for his daughter, okay? Now, what happened was her appendix actually amputated itself, okay? I don't remember the exact details of why, like, the doctors couldn't operate on her or why maybe they were planning to and they just hadn't yet, but she was, like, near death. And her appendix amputated itself inside of her, created scar tissue around it, okay? And she was healed from that, all right? Like, there's no freaking way, y'all, that this guy, this dad, could have thought, oh yeah, totally, my daughter's appendix is gonna amputate itself inside of her and that's how she'll heal. There's no way he could have thought of that, okay? But there are things, something Neville Goddard always says, there are things you know not of. There are things that are beyond our understanding, you guys, as we know, right? As if all this manifestation stuff, there are things that are bigger than what we can comprehend, okay? But when we're relying, which we do a lot of the time, on our own understanding, on what makes sense to us, on what we've seen happen before, and that's the only way things can happen now, we really limit ourselves. And we really put ourselves in a limited universe, in a limited reality where things can only unfold in a logical way because you're so powerful that you can say that, oh, it can only happen this way and that's not going to happen, so it won't happen. Bam, your wish is my command, that's what it's going to be. But you can open yourself up and say, there are things I know not of, there are ways I know not of, and I'm going to open myself up to the possibilities and allow them to unfold, okay? The next two stories are my own personal stories, okay? The first one was an apartment story. So let's see, I can tell the story. I mean, really for both of these, it was pretty miraculous, but I'll start with the first, or actually I'll start with another apartment story that I actually haven't told on this. So when me and my ex-boyfriend broke up, I didn't have a place to go, right? And I was working, obviously I had coworkers and stuff like that. And one of my coworkers had invited me to a New Year's Eve party. And I didn't want to go, you know, I was friends with her, but I'm very much a homebody. I don't really like to go out. I don't like to be like amongst people that much. So I was really hesitant to go, but I ended up deciding, you know, I'll just go and, you know, I'll get out the house and whatever. So I went to the party. And when I went to the party, I saw that she had an extra bedroom in her house or in her apartment. And because she was letting like the kids play in there while we were out, you know, doing grown folk stuff. And I just remember after that, we talked later at work. And I remember asking her, she was telling me how she was struggling with rent because her roommate had moved out and she had to pay rent all by herself for a 2-bedroom apartment. And then I said, oh, well, you know, I actually need a place to stay. You know, I would love to be able to stay with you. And from that, I was able to move in with her and have, you know, be roommates with her until they kicked me out later. But so that bridge of events, right? How that unfolded, me going to, if I never went to the party, you guys, I would have never seen the other room to even know that she had a 2-bedroom. So when she was complaining about rent, I wouldn't even know that she had, the reason she was complaining about rent was because she had a 2-bedroom that she couldn't afford, right? Like all these things happened, but I couldn't have known that, you guys. And I was really in a messed up position. I was stuck living with my ex. I didn't have any kind of credit or anything like that. I didn't even have a car at this point. So I didn't see any way for me to get a place. You know, when they did kick me out, I figured it out. But before then, I just didn't, and I really wanted to go. I was like living with my ex. I was like, no, I really would like to go. You know, bridge of events. I couldn't have known that. You know, I couldn't have known, oh yeah, I'll just go to a party and then I'll see her extra bedroom and they'll let me stay there. No, like, how would I know that? I couldn't. But this is, again, the bridge of events. You don't know how it's going to happen, okay? The last story is about manifesting my car. So, like I just said in this story, I didn't have a car. And I wanted a car really bad, but again, my credit was bad. I didn't have a lot of money. At this point, I had moved, so it was my first time being on my own, and I was just really struggling, you guys. Honestly, I'm really blessed to be where I am now. But I needed a car, and because I was Ubering everywhere, and as you guys know, Uber is very expensive. So, but again, my credit. So I go to this place. I'm looking on like Facebook or something. And I go to this place and they're like, yeah, we work with people with low credit and, you know, low down payments and all this stuff. I go there and she's like, oh, well, you know, your credit is not good enough. And so we need like, it was like $1,500 or something that they wanted down. And I was like, I don't have $1,500, you know, like if I had $1,500, I would not be here. I would be at like some other type of like dealership or something, you know? But she said, you know what? I have a friend and I'm going to give you his number and he's actually right down the street. So you can go there and they specialize in low down payments. I went there, they got me a car. I only had to put like $500 down. I didn't even have to put that much down. They were trying to get me to put $300 down. Okay. Bridge of events. I didn't know about this other place, didn't know about this other guy. I could have easily given up right then. Oh, she's telling me I need $1,500. I don't have $1,500. It's over with, you know, but no, she said, there's somebody else I think that can help you. I went to that someone else, you know, and again, this happened with me with my first car. This exact thing happened with me too. I went to a dealership. They told me, no, we can't help you. You don't have enough credit and you need a cosigner. And if you don't have a cosigner, then we can't help you. And nobody's going to be able to help you. I remember them telling me that. And I didn't care. Like at that point, I was like a newbie at manifesting and I just knew I was new to the magic. So I was just like, no, like, I don't believe anything you're saying. I'm going to find somebody. Ended up going to the next place, got my car, brand new, spanking new, no cosigner. Okay. So bridge of events, you guys, the reason I made this video is to let you know that you don't need to know the how, you don't need to know the when, you don't need to know how it's going to happen. And you can't know. That's the magic about manifestation. And it's kind of what makes it a little bit cool is looking back and seeing how things unfolded in a way that you could have never guessed yourself, you know? So, yeah, you guys, whatever you're feeling about with your manifestation, or you're wondering how, you're obsessing over how, definitely go watch my other video about detaching from that. But just know, you don't need to know, and that miracles happen every day, you guys. When I was manifesting my other apartment by myself, I would listen to that song by Whitney Houston and Brandy, Impossible, from the Cinderella movie. And it's impossible things are happening every day. Impossible things are happening every day, you guys. People's appendixes are amputating themselves. Impossible things are happening. Your manifestation can happen. Don't give up. I love you guys. Please like, please subscribe. Please join my group. I would love to have you guys. I'd love to coach with you guys. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video.